What's happening, people? Population Nation here, and I have some good news to report, or at least to me, very good news. My last video I made about Picard Season 3, the last trailer review, all action guns blazing, this and that quite a contrast from the one before that had old man Picard in his old house, and I was a little bit concerned, to be honest. Now, I have it on good authority from not one but 3 different sources now confirmed that they've seen, one of them seen a couple of episodes, one of them claims to have seen, I think they said 9, and the other one didn't actually say how many, but all of them said the same thing. They said they were impressed, they liked what they saw. 2 of them are long-time Star Trek fans, proper Trekkies, and they've been so disappointed with the stuff that's been going on over the last 6-7 years, and they were really discouraged. But one of the things that they did say was, excuse me, I've got a bit of a Trek music going on in the background. I thought it'd add to the video, like I say, they've been put off and disappointed, and but then, you know, Picard 1, a lot of people disappointed. Picard Season 2, people even more disappointed, and then Season 3, getting the crew back together, and it's like, I mean, I said on my video, it smells a bit of desperation, to be honest, but I also said I will reserve judgment, because one thing I did know was people involved in the making of Season 3 were people who worked on other older Star Trek properties. I believe, like, the main guy, I think he worked on both TNG and wrote for Deep Space Nine, and he's been around the old Star Trek franchise for a long time, loves it with a passion, and he has been given control. You know, Kurtzman basically had no ideas left. I think he was getting sick of the backlash, to be honest. Kingsman Goldsman, like I say, you know, when people like that say I wasn't even into Star Trek, same as J.J. Abrams, you know, I was a Star Wars guy, and I liked Star Wars, but Star Wars is a space fantasy, and, you know, it's a bit of a love story and a bit of an adventure, but it's also about 2 opposing forces at war with each other. whereas Star Trek is a completely different thing. It is the exploration of space, and not just the boundaries of space and the universe, but the boundaries of humankind and civilization, and where we can go and improving ourselves and facing adversity and overcoming it. And like I say, the jury's out, but I was leaning towards, like I say, I actually said I'm going to watch this one. I am actually looking forward to it. The ones before, I saw the trailers, I heard, especially after Discovery, Star Trek diversity. That's all it was, diversity. Apart from flipping, the only cast, like crew members, I can, remember is obviously you've got Space Jesus, what's her name? See, even then, can't think. Space Jesus. You got Tilly, because she was just a silly idiot running around motions all the time and being in places she shouldn't, and in your face, what's it? I remember Saru, because they actually called him by name quite often, and he was like, well, the best thing in it, to be honest. Doug Jones, the actor who plays him, fantastic actor as well, did a great job. Do you know what? I really can't remember her name now. The Key to Everything. There you go. Other than that, you had Dr. Gay, Science Officer Gay, diversity in the background, and some guy wearing glasses for no apparent reason. Michael Burnham, there you go. Got it eventually. But yeah, and that was like over what, three seasons did they have? Something like that. 4 possibly. God knows. But I can tell you all the main crew in Voyager. I can tell you all the main crew in The Next Generation. I can tell you all the main crew in Enterprise. I actually really liked Enterprise, and I liked where it was going. Shame they cancelled that. Really was. Even the guy who made that, he rather than blame the fans, he actually come out and said, he could have done things better, and he's sorry he let the fans down, and that was actually building up to something. I think that could have been, give that another few seasons, and that could have been a fantastic show. And Deep Space Nine, again, amazing characters and that, and I could name like pretty much all of them. Whereas, like I say, Discovery, they were all like background diversity placements. But yeah, God, season 3, you got the old crew back. We got Worf. Worf's one of my favourite characters. Deanna Troi. We got Gates McFadden. Dr. Crusher. coming back. Obviously Picard, 7 and 9's gonna make an appearance. We got that hologram, sorry I can't remember his name off the top of my head, him who escapes and takes over the ship, and he managed to get him, trick him back inside the holodeck, but yeah, he's there. And obviously we've got Unknown Darkness. Obviously some people from Picard's past that are coming to take on this Federation. And like I say, 3 sources now have confirmed that they've watched it. One guy said he's pretty much seen the whole the season, and what he said was he really enjoyed it. Like, said it wasn't perfect, but nothing really is perfect. But there was lots of like time with the characters and the crew behaving how they should, like they used to in Star Trek. It feels like Star Trek used to feel, and makes you think a bit, and you know, gives you that anticipation. Before I go any further, make my day please and subscribe, give us a like, share the video, ring that bell for notifications, ding dong, and I will leave you on this note. Like I say, 3 people have seen bits, and just what I've heard of them has given me hope. I said in my last video that Star Trek is one of the franchises that can be saved. There's endless possibilities. You just need a good writing team, a good production team, and like I said, I know that there's people that have worked on this, that have worked on the old Trek, as we like to refer to it now, not this new Trek, this baloney that doesn't make sense. And also, another guy you've probably heard of, Robert Burnett. I haven't watched it yet, but I heard he was on with the Critical Drinker, and they were discussing it, and I'm going to watch the video later, but also apparently he's seen it, and he was also singing its praises. So, yeah, if I sparked your interest, Trekkies out there, after me rambling on, you can go and check out and see what he's got to say. Anyway, thank you for listening. Have a great day. Live long and prosper.